there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with another collection pickup video. Just wanted to share with you guys the stuff that I've gotten since the last time I recorded and uploaded a pickup video. Unlike the comic book pickup video, which was kind of short, this video I'm going to talk about a lot more stuff. This is a couple days after Christmas, so I got a bunch of Christmas presents, and there's some stuff that I've picked up really dirt cheap. I've got some amazing deals these last couple of months, and this month was no exception. I got some really good deals, and so I have a lot more stuff to talk about. First off, me and the wife went to see Star Wars The Force Awakens at a midnight show that we had here in Mexico. It was for the 16th to the 17th, so it was at the 17th at midnight. And it was worth the hype. It really was amazing. I want to go watch it again because after talking to a lot of people that have already seen it, a number of flaws have popped up. But for me personally, it exceeded the hype. I had so many high hopes for that movie, and The Force Awakens met them and exceeded them. I loved the movie experience. I loved going to the theater and seeing a new chapter in the Star Wars saga with my wife. She enjoyed the movie too. I love the movie experience because at the crowd that went to the midnight show, there were a lot of fans. When the text scrolls popped up, everyone was clapping and everyone was excited, and you can feel that excitement. So I gave The Force Awakens a 10. It was an amazing movie, and I love it. I love it. As soon as that thing comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, I'm going to get it because I loved it, and I want to see more of the behind-the-scenes things. But anyone that knows me knows that I'm obsessed with Star Wars right now. My Facebook page is filled with Star Wars things. So I got a lot of Star Wars stuff for Christmas. I participated in a gift exchange, Secret Santa, with some of my wife's friends. So I gave my present, and the person that gave me my present gave me a DVD. It's a Blu-ray that I'm going to talk about. But she also got for me this shirt. Now, at first I thought it was Boba Fett, but upon closer inspection, I think it's Yoda. Because, I don't know, I think it's Yoda. It might be Yoda. I might be wrong, but because of the green here, I'm going to say it's Yoda. But it is pretty cool. I'm going to wear it. I haven't worn it yet, but I'm going to wear it, and I think it looks pretty cool. Not sure if I talked about this. I don't think I did, but if I already talked about this, I apologize. It's been a while since... It's a while between me actually recording the videos, and I try to keep everything in a pile so when I record the pickup video, I have everything in order. But I don't remember if I talked about this, but my wife gave me this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles football shirt. I honestly don't remember if I already talked about this, but this is pretty cool because it's the year that the Turtles came out, 1984. So I thought that was pretty cool, and my wife got this for me. Let's see, like I said, going through Star Wars craze right now. A friend of mine from work got for me. I haven't actually opened it yet, but he got for me this little cup. It has R2-D2, and on the other side there's the sticker here, but it has C-3PO. It's a little cup for water, but the thought is very much appreciated. My wife also got me this Darth Vader sandwich thing. Well, it's not really a sandwich. It's kind of like a little tupper. But you could use it for sandwiches, I guess, or fruit, maybe. But she knows more than anyone how obsessed I am with Star Wars, and she got me this really cool Darth Vader thing. So, really appreciate that, too. My wife is actually collecting these a lot more than I am. She got these two little figures. I've showed them off before. They're these little Star Wars figurines. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi. We have an Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it's the battle armor from the Clone Wars. And this is Count Dooku. This is actually pretty cool to own because it's one of the few figures that I know that they ever made of Christopher Lee. I think they made a couple of Saruman toys, but Count Dooku Christopher Lee was Count Dooku in the prequels. And he was pretty cool as Count Dooku. So yeah, my wife got these. She's also getting really obsessed with those. Went to Cinepolis a little bit before we went to the premiere, and they released a whole bunch of products for the Star Wars release. The cups I showed before, they had these popcorn buckets. They had the little keychains, and these things released eventually, but these are Force Awakens thermoses. It's one of two. You can almost dropped it. This is BB-8, and you can fill them up with water and just drink through the straw. But this one is really cool, I think. BB-8 was a very cool character. He was really cool because he was not only was he practical, but they were able to animate him in a cool way. He was a lot more expressive than, say, well, my wife liked him more than R2-D2. Because you could do more with the bobblehead and the round body, and my wife really liked BB-8, and he really was a really cool addition. But my favorite character, design-wise, is Kylo Ren, but in the movie, Rey was definitely my favorite character. And the interaction between her and Finn, I thought was perfect. I thought that whole thing that they had and they shared, I thought was great, and I'm super hyped for Episode 8 when it comes out. But I got the BB-8 thermos, and they also had a First Order Stormtrooper thermos. And I love the design of the new Stormtroopers. You know, when you look at them a certain way, depending on the lighting, it looks like kind of like they're smiling. Or they kind of look like raptors. I don't know, that's the impression I get every time I see the First Order. But I love the design of the First Order Stormtroopers. I think it's a nice mix between the classic Stormtroopers and a little bit of the clone troopers, and I love the design of these First Order Stormtroopers. I actually want to get a First Order Stormtrooper helmet because yeah, they're so cool. Also went to an Overwheels, and for 10 pesitos, which is like 80 cents, I got this Star Wars blaster. It's a dart gun, but of course, being from an Overwheels, doesn't have the dart. That thing's missing. You could shoot it like that, but it fires. It fires a red blast. And I needed a Star Wars blaster for my Clone Trooper costume. I don't have a blaster. I have the helmet, and I'm still working on certain armor parts, but I need a blaster, and this will go great with my. If I'm able to get the First Order Stormtrooper and my Clone Trooper cosplay. I thought that was pretty cool. And I got it super cheap. At Target, they were selling these can thermos things, but I liked them. They had Yoda, do or do not, there is no try. Love that. They had Vader, you underestimate the power of the dark side. And the legendary May the Force be with you. They had a Stormtrooper one, and they had an R2-D2 one. The R2-D2 one looked... you're not going to be able to make this out on the video, but this one looks really cool. It's like insulated. The R2-D2 one looked like a sleeved. And the Stormtrooper one just said Emperor Guy or something like that. But these three are the ones I enjoyed the most. Definitely, I enjoyed these. So if I have a party and I have some friends left come over, I'll get a few more of these, and we can geek out with Star Wars. Also, my wife got for me this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle little tote bag. Same thing on both sides. And she knows I love the Turtles as much as I love Star Wars, so she got this for me. What else? Oh, a coworker, friend from work, coworker, whatever. Went to see the movie at a different theater. I went to see it in Cinepolis, but there's a different theater that also has promotions. The big promotion there was that you can buy a popcorn bucket in the shape of BB-8, and you will also get a collectible cup. Now, the one thing that I wanted in Cinepolis was a Kylo Ren cup, but they didn't do it. But the coworker, it's been a couple of weeks since Star Wars released, so the big thing about Star Wars is that Kylo Ren is Ben Solo, Han Solo's kid, and he kills Han Solo. Kylo Ren kills Han Solo with his lightsaber. So after that, my friend was like, I hate Kylo Ren, so He wanted to get rid of the cup, and I got the cup. So you won't be able to. I don't think you'll be able to make it out that much with the glare, but it's the scene that you see in all the trailers where Kylo Ren turns around and does the force push thing. But I now have a Kylo Ren cup, and that is awesome because even though Kylo Ren did an unforgivable act by killing his dad, I like the design of Kylo Ren so much so that I cosplay. I did end up going as Kylo Ren at the premiere, and there was only one more. There was a Kylo Ren other than me, a Rebel pilot, a Jedi, and 2 Reys, and little kids with masks and so on. But I went full out. I cosplay as Kylo Ren, and I'm gonna use that costume any chance that I get. But I love the design of Kylo Ren. What else? For a Christmas present for my brother, I got this little Scrooge McDuck. I like Scrooge McDuck. I like him in that Disney's Christmas Carol. I thought he was spot on perfect in that. Like him from DuckTales. I'm hoping I can get DuckTales on the NES, or at least the DuckTales remastered one. But I really like Scrooge McDuck, so my brother gave this to me, so thanks so much for that. Went to McDonald's, and they still had the Pokemon promotion. Last time I went, they had Lugia and a couple of other ones. I wasn't able to get Rayquaza. I wanted Rayquaza, but they did have, I haven't even opened these yet, but they had Pikachu, and it has a Pokemon trading card game card. The thing that the Pikachu does is that as you slide him through the floor, his little tail sparkles. So I thought that was pretty neat. And I got Groudon from Sapphire. The one that I want is Rayquaza, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get that one before the promotion ends. And my father-in-law got for me this Pokemon. He's from Pokemon Black and White. I don't own those games. I haven't played those games, so I don't know the name of this guy. But he knows I'm a geek, so he saw this guy, and he's like, they told me it was a Pokemon. Here you go. But I'm grateful that my father-in-law got me this Pokemon, because I like Pokemon a lot, and I actually still have to buy Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. Other than the Cinépolis thing, the promotional objects for The Force Awakens have been very slim here in Mexico. There hasn't been that much promotion. The only thing that I've seen promotional for The Force Awakens are these juice cups. They're aluminum juice cups, but they have designs for the movie. This one is Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and of course it has the legendary Boba Fett. And the cap on the top is Darth Vader. But I liked the design of this Boba Fett one, and it had Darth Vader, so I picked it up. It's such an empty promotional tie-in. I've seen better promotional tie-ins for other stuff. And it seems weird at the start. A friend of mine told me that it's because Disney has such a tight hold on what they license out. But still, it seems kind of the only thing that really released for Star Wars were these juice bottles. And I picked up this Luke Skywalker one for Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, which is my favorite movie, with Darth Maul there. And I bought one more that has Princess Leia and Obi-Wan Kenobi on the top. It has the design of Princess Leia for A New Hope and Obi-Wan Kenobi on the top, but that one still has juice. I've already finished these, so that's why I'm showing them off. But that one, the Princess Leia one, still has juice, so I need to drink that juice, and that'll go nice with my display. Yeah, I'm going to go through some video games I got. Video game related stuff. The place where I got that Star Wars blaster, I also got this Jack Sparrow Disney Infinity figure. The Disney Infinity figures are pretty cool. I obviously love the Amiibos a lot more, but they're really hard to find and come by. The Amiibo ones, the Disney Infinity ones aren't that hard, but they just released the Star Wars ones. Those I'm going to pick up. I am definitely going to buy Darth Maul. I'm definitely going to buy Boba Fett, Darth Vader, and Kylo Ren. Those are the ones I want for the Disney Infinity Star Wars things. But all in all, I like the Disney Infinity. They have this cartoonish look to them. They're pretty detailed, and they're a lot better than Skylanders. But I didn't have Jack Sparrow, and now I do. The only really Disney Infinity ones I have a lot of are the Marvel ones. Speaking of that, at work they had their Christmas party, and as a gift to their employees, we got all of us got gift cards. I got a $50 gift card for Walmart, so I had money. I bought all the Christmas presents that I needed to buy. I bought all the groceries that I needed to buy, and I had the Walmart card complete. And there's nothing else that I needed for the baby or for home. So my wife was like, "Well, we don't need anything else. Use the gift card on whatever you want." And it was the day after Black Friday, so this was still on sale. I've actually seen it $10 cheaper now, but when I bought it, it looked like a good deal. And I picked up for the Wii U the Disney Infinity 3.0 Star Wars Edition. This is the starter pack that has Twilight of the Empire, no, Twilight of the Republic, which is a battle scene set around the Clone Wars, which is this thing. It has Anakin Skywalker, and it has Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano is my favorite character from the Clone Wars, and I want to catch up on Rebels because she comes back. She comes back in Rebels, so yeah. This was $50, the exact amount of the gift card, so I picked it up, and it's pretty cool. I love this a lot. I actually like it a lot more than the Marvel one, which was 2.0. I guess mostly because it's Star Wars themed, but really loving this. They're going to release. There's already one out that has this Disney playset that's based on the original trilogy that has Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. If I see that one cheap, I'm going to pick it up. But the one I really want is the one that has Finn and Rey for The Force Awakens. But those are purchases that I'm not going to do anytime soon because they're still rather expensive. And I don't really need them right now. But the Disney Infinity toys of Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Kylo Ren, and Boba Fett, I'm definitely going to pick those up because they're really cool. I've seen them. I just haven't had the money to actually buy them. But they look pretty awesome, so I want to get that. Continuing with the video game thing, for the 64, I bought dirt cheap. I don't usually like sports games, but 64 games are getting really hard to find. Any 64 game is getting really hard to find, and it's getting really expensive. So I know these are cheap budget bin titles, but I picked up NFL Quarterback Club 98. Mostly because I remember a copy of Club Nintendo talking about it, and I don't like football games myself. They're okay, and some football games are okay. Tecmo Super Bowl on the NES is pretty cool. NFL Blitz is pretty cool. Not really big of a Madden fan, but I remember Club Nintendo giving this high praise, so I picked it up. It was really cheap, and I got it as a combo between Ken Griffey Jr.'s Major League Baseball. Now, baseball, I've never played a baseball game that I've enjoyed, even the Mario ones. There's just something about baseball that I don't really like, even in video game form. But again, the lady it was one of those people that has a bunch of clothes, and they had these two things there. I was like, how much for the games? It was like $3, and I'm like, well, sure, I'll pick them up. Because, yeah, I need stuff for my GameCube, my 64 collection. I got these at Target. They were on clearance. The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. I've heard not very good reviews on this, but the Telltale Games is a lot better. But it's a Walking Dead game. It has Daryl and Merle, and I picked it up because it was cheap. It was really cheap. So, but this one, this is Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault. This one is the last Ratchet game I needed to complete my Ratchet and Clank collection, so now I have a complete Ratchet and Clank collection. The only one I'm technically missing is the HD collection, but I have that on the PlayStation 2. If I ever see it cheap, I'll pick it up, but every time I've seen it, it's like $30-$40. So if I ever see that one cheap, I'll pick it up, but with this one, I have a complete, perfect Ratchet and Clank collection. So I'm really excited about that. Picked up we still had a Blockbuster here, but it now has officially closed down. But before it closed down, me and the wife went and just to see what we could find, and they didn't have that much. But For the DS, I picked up Transformers War on Cybertron, the Autobots version. Thought it was pretty cool. Got it really, really cheap, so why not? And I picked up Madagascar 3, the video game. I know it's a bad movie tie-in game, but I really liked Madagascar 3, the movie. So, for the kid, I thought it was pretty good when she eventually grows up. And for a Christmas present, my beautiful wife got for me Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Wii U. I was looking at the Target online page, and you can't order this anymore. When we went, they had only a couple of copies left, and I told my wife that I wanted this, but I didn't have the money to buy it. And come Christmas, she got it for me, and I'm super excited because I know this thing's gonna sell out like hotcakes. It's gotten good reviews. It's this massive RPG world that I can't wait to explore. So really, really excited about this. And the last thing my beautiful wife got for me, and I was really, really not expecting this, but she got for me the new Nintendo 3DS XL, but the Hyrule version. I was like, oh, I've been wanting to get a new Nintendo 3DS for a while, but it's a big, big expense that I can't afford right now. And my wife got it for me, and it is beautiful. I've already tried out some of my 3D games, and look at this. Trying to get it without the glare. And it's beautiful. I love this so much. It's gold. I know the Majora's Mask one sold out really fast, but I know this one also sold out fast. And I don't know how she got it, but look at the beautiful big screen. And the 3D on this is amazing. The camera kind of tracks you. So no matter where you're looking, the 3D is never lost like in the original 3DS, I'm sorry. And it's beautiful. The only thing I have to do now is transfer things from the old 3DS that I had to this new one. But it is a thing of beauty. Honestly, the 3D looks amazing. It's the same reason I love the Nintendo DSi XL. It makes all the games look better because it's a big, beautiful screen. And this one looks amazing. It really does look amazing. I love, love, love the way that the 3D looks on that. Okay, last thing I'm going to talk really fast is movies. I've picked up a couple of movies. A friend of mine from work gave me 27 Dresses. My wife wanted this movie, and I've been trying to look for it for a while on the wild, and I haven't actually been able to find it. So my friend knew that I wanted it and got it for me. So I got this for my wife. At that Blockbuster that was closing down, we picked up Shakespeare in Love. My wife wanted this movie, so I bought it for her. My wife bought for herself Kingsman: The Secret Service, which is an amazing movie. I loved this movie. I wanted to go see it when it released in the theaters, but we never got a chance. So she bought it for herself on Blu-ray. We've watched it, and it is amazing. It's such a cool movie. I really regret not being able to see it on theaters. Picked up The Angriest Man in Brooklyn, which is a Robin Williams movie with Mila Kunis, Peter Dinklage, and someone else I don't know. But this will go great with my Robin Williams collection. I still have some key movies of his that I need, but I still miss Robin Williams. Picked this one up mostly because of the cast. It's Life of Crime with Jennifer Aniston. I don't know how good this movie is. I've never actually heard about it. Picked up Son of No One, starring Channing Tatum and Al Pacino. Picked it up mostly because of Al Pacino. Picked up Rage on Blu-ray. Cost me $1.50 with Nicolas Cage. I want to get more Nicolas Cage movies because I like Nicolas Cage, and when they let him cut loose, he's pretty awesome. Target, I picked up the Blu-ray of Evil Dead 2 because I needed it. I didn't have it, and this is the 25th anniversary edition. And I love Evil Dead. It's one of those things that bothered me that I didn't own it. Now I do. For $4 at Target, I picked up Grown Ups 2. Not as good as the original one. I love the original one. So did my wife. But this one wasn't as good. This one actually left a lot to be desired, but it still had some funny moments. At Walmart, I picked up this Vincent Price collection. It has Pit and the Pendulum, Tales of Terror, The Mask of the Red Death, and Madhouse. And I really like Vincent Price. It's actually one of those horror actors that I wish I had more movies of. But this one will is great because now I have more Vincent Price. I've seen a couple of YouTubers talk about this documentary, and it's Electric Boogaloo. It's a documentary on the Canon films. Canon released a whole bunch of really cool movies in the 80s, and this talks about that. So I wanted to check that out. For my wife, for her Christmas present, I picked up Modern Family Season 6. My wife loves Modern Family. It's a funny show. It really is. So I picked this one up. It just released. It's not even in Netflix yet, at least not in our neck of the woods. Picked up Coraline from a Facebook seller that has gotten really awesome stuff. Most of these movies I've picked up are from him. But I picked up Coraline. I loved Coraline. Even though because of this movie, I can't look at those little Lala Loopsy toys, the ones that have button eyes, because they have no soul. That was a big thing on this movie that kind of stuck with me. And yeah, every time I look at those movies, at little toys, I think of Coraline. With the trailer of Batman v Superman, Doomsday is a hot commodity now, even though the design looks ridiculous. I've been already wanting to get this movie anyway, but I picked up Superman Doomsday from that Facebook seller, and I want this movie. I think Doomsday is my second favorite DC villain, right after the Joker, and I've been wanting to get this movie for a while. Super excited that I now have it. Another movie that I've been trying to track down is Fanboys. This is a story about a couple of Star Wars fans that were excited about Episode 1, and they went to Skywalker Ranch to steal the script for Episode 1. Funny movie, I've not been able to find it on the wild. Another movie I've been trying to track down is Donnie Brasco with Al Pacino and Johnny Depp. Great, amazing movie. Al Pacino and Johnny Depp are great in this. For some reason, I've not been able to find it. I always see it in a double pack with Carlito's Way, and I already have Carlito's Way. Another movie I've never been able to track down and get is Bringing Out the Dead with Nicolas Cage and Martin Scorsese. I've been wanting this movie for a while. Now I have it, and I think that's awesome. To complete my Madagascar, I picked up Madagascar 2, Escape to Africa. Even though it's not my favorite entry, my favorite one by far is the third one. For my wife, I picked up How I Met Your Mother, Season 2. We have Season 8 and 9, so I have to work my way back, but this is Season 2. And this is a version of Season 2 that I've never seen. It comes in these boxes. Usually I see it in a single one that holds 3 DVDs, but I thought that was original and uncommon, so... And we already liked How I Met Your Mother, but I want to get the whole series for her. I picked up Speed Racer Season 1. Remember watching a couple of Speed Racer cartoons, and they were kind of weird, but also kind of cool, so had to pick this one up. Picked up Scooby-Doo Meets Batman. This contains the 2 episodes where Scooby-Doo meets Batman and Robin. So that'll go with my Batman collection. Picked up Volt. Disney animated movie that not a lot of people like, but I thought it was okay. For that Secret Santa thing, I got the Star Wars shirt, and I got Avengers 2 Age of Ultron. Honestly, I wanted the DVD combo packs. That's specifically what I put in the Christmas list. But they only were able to get the Blu-ray one, and it's okay. But I prefer the Blu-ray DVD combo packs because there's times where we can't boot up the PlayStation 3, so I just pop in the DVD on the DVD player. But oh well. To complete my Evil Dead collection, I picked up Evil Dead, the remake, which at first I didn't want to see because Evil Dead, the original trilogy, was so cool, and then remaking it felt wrong. But after watching it, it actually turned out pretty awesome. I actually want to see Ash vs. the Evil Dead, the series that released on Starz, as soon as it releases over here. Picked up Tarzan. Loved Tarzan. It's one of my favorite Disney animated movies. I just love the jungle setting. I love the music, even though a lot of people don't like the music. Loved Tarzan, so had to pick it up. Picked up A Scanner Darkly. A very, very visually interesting movie starring Keanu Reeves and Robert Downey Jr. and Woody Harrelson. It looks very interesting, and the story's very dark, so I've been wanting to track that one down, and I finally got it. At the home stretch, picked up Species 2, half Species 1. Wanted Species 2 because I needed it. As I don't want to get Species 3, but Species 2 was pretty cool. Picked up the movie of Veronica Mars. Like the first season of Veronica Mars, which is the only one I've seen. And I think through Kickstarter, the fans got the money together to make another a Veronica Mars movie to follow up on everyone. Thought that was pretty cool. My wife got for me these Legend of Zelda cartoon discs. They have 5 episodes each. She got me this one, Havoc in Hyrule. And she got me The Power of the Triforce. So she knows I'm a huge Zelda fan. The Legend of Zelda is my favorite video game franchise, so I'm super, super grateful that my wife got these for me. Picked up for our little daughter, Winnie the Pooh, Springtime with Rue. And the last one I picked up for my wife is Modern Family, the complete first season. So now I'm only missing 3, and I'll have the whole set complete for her. So yeah, big collection. Like I said, a lot of stuff that I've picked up. Like always, I like to recommend the standout things. So even though I haven't played it, I know this is going to be awesome. I'm going to recommend Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm sure this is going to be amazing. And movie-wise, I have so much talked about, but I'm going to recommend Donnie Brasco, and I'm going to recommend Evil Dead. The remake is surprisingly good. I really enjoyed that one a lot more than I thought. The same thing that happened with Karate Kid. When they announced the remake of Karate Kid, but it was going to be Kung Fu, I was like, that seems stupid. But I saw the movie and I loved it. Same thing with the Evil Dead remake. They do enough changes that it's cool, and it's a lot more dark, if that makes sense. It's not as good as the original one, of course, but it's done very well, and I like that one. So yeah, those are going to be my recommendations. Like I said, a lot of different things to talk about, but thanks so much for watching, and until I see you all again, this is Vargas XX78, signing out.